Well, hello friends and neighbors. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm just making a short little follow-up video to my Toyo Celsius cargo tire video that I've made about 10 months ago. I had put those tires on because they were the ones that were available at the time. I would normally run Michelin's or Hankook's. Seems like I only paid about $180 a piece. Only, I say. Remember when that was a lot of money for a tire? But about $180 a piece, so they were a little cheaper than some of the other brands. I have not been running as many miles, this last year, as a lot of you know, than I normally would. But at any rate, this video is just to follow up. Like I said, I am not impressed with the Toyos at all, and here's why. They started out pretty good. The first 50,000 miles, they were wearing pretty well, for a less expensive tire. They performed fine. And then between 50 and 60,000 miles, I had a belt break on 2 different tires. Now the tire didn't blow out, but what happened is I was going down the road and bump, 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 bump. You could feel it, and a belt had broken, and it wasn't due to hitting anything, a pothole or anything like that. I don't know why the belt separated. It happened on one tire, and I still had quite a bit of tread, left on the tires, so I took it into Big O Tire, which is where I had purchased them. And they did not have a replacement tire, so they just put my spare on and ordered me a tire. They said they didn't know how long it would be. That's been about 6 weeks ago. Pardon me, that's been about 6 weeks ago. The tire apparently never came in. I never called them because after about 2 weeks, I thought, well, I'm not putting a new tire on there. I've already got close to 60,000 miles on these other 3. So when the time comes, I'll just put a new set of tires on. Well, 6 weeks later, 5 or 6 weeks later, another belt broke on a different tire. I was on my way out to the East Coast, and I had just gotten, a couple 100 miles from the house, and thump, 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 I felt it again, and I recognized what it felt like. This time it was on a back tire. The first time it was on a front tire, so it was more violent the first time. However, I was loaded down, a couple 1,000 pounds in the back, and it was about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I thought, oh no, Anyway, I was in Little Rock, Arkansas when it happened, and I immediately got on the phone and started looking for somebody that might have some tires that size in stock, because, gosh, what are the odds, And I got a hold of Discount Tire and Brake down there on Capitol Avenue in Little Rock. A young man by the name of Jacob helped me out, and I cannot tell you how impressed and pleased I was with their service. Jacob was very helpful. I want to give them a shout out. And they had a set of Hankook's and a set of the Michelin Agilis Cross Climate. Agilis, I don't know if I'm saying that right. How do you say that? But anyway, they had those in stock, and I said, well, what's the difference in price? I think the Hankook HTs were $229 a piece, and the Michelins were $259 a piece. I said, well, give me the Michelins. And I rushed down there. They had to run to their warehouse and get the tires out, and they had them put on. And I was kind of, how it is, I was kind of under the gun. I had to deliver out, in Virginia in the morning. Anyway, they got them put on in a timely manner, and I finished that trip. I'm currently in Tennessee. So far the tires handle great, but again, I just had them put on. They look pretty funky, but I know a lot of people are running these. You know, it was like 1,100, I don't know, maybe 1,150 bucks for the set out the door. So got my Michelins. The Toyos, I do not recommend. I have never been so disappointed with a set of tires. I've never had anything like that happen. Not if it happened, you know, when it happened to one tire, I thought, you know, it's a fluke. Maybe I hit a pothole sometime and didn't realize it and weakened the belt or something. You know, so I wouldn't, but when it happened on the second tire and it's only 60,000 miles, you know, when normally you can get well over 100,000 miles out of a set of these, you know, E-rated, C-rated tires, I was extremely disappointed. It could have really put me in a jam, you know. It could have been dangerous, could have potentially been very dangerous. So I do not recommend the Toyos. What I told Discount Tire when I called them, he said, what brand do you prefer? And I said, well, I prefer, you know, 1 Michelin, 2 Hankook. And I said, but I'm under the gun, so I said, I'll take anything but a Toyo. So there we go. There's my update. I will try to remember to let you know later on how the Michelins work, but there's so many people running these, it's probably not even necessary, because everybody I've spoken with seems to really be happy with them. So everybody be safe out there, and we'll talk to you on down the road.